Welcome to this explainer. So, if you're a Gemini, you've probably tried to sit down and manifest your goals, only to find yourself, I don't know, mentally organizing your spice rack instead, right? It happens to the best of us. Today, we are looking at exactly why silent manifestation completely fails you, and more importantly, how to fix it by exploring Mercury in motion, Gemini manifestation techniques. Okay, let's dive into this.
Have you ever actually sat down, crossed your legs, closed your eyes, and tried to just silently visualize your goals? And instead, your brain almost instantly started planning dinner or maybe analyzing some random conversation you had like 3 years ago? Why does silent manifestation fail Gemini so consistently? Well, it's because you have this highly active air sign mind. Your brain naturally, fundamentally resists quiet, still meditation. It's not a flaw in your focus. It is simply how you are wired.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover the Mercury difference, core Gemini techniques, roadblocks and solutions, and finally, the ultimate timing secret.
Starting off with Section 1, the Mercury difference, and the astrological root cause behind all this.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the profound mismatch between standard manifestation advice and your natural energy. Traditional visualization is silent, it's still, and it's entirely internal. But as a Gemini, you desperately need the exact opposite. You need vocal, active, and externalized manifestation. Your mind runs on high-speed language and dynamic moving parts. It absolutely does not run on silence.
And why is that? Well, it all comes down to your ruling planet Mercury, which governs communication, intellect, and the written or spoken word. Think about it. If a desire stays locked quietly inside your head, to a Gemini, it's really just a fleeting thought. You literally have to bring it out into the physical world using language.
Which brings us to Section 2, Core Gemini Techniques, your actionable toolkit.
We're going to look at 5 distinct methods tailored directly for you. Scripting in future letters, the mirror speech technique, verbal affirmations, collaborative brainstorming, and dual perspective visualization. Every single one of these uses exactly what you do best, which is writing, speaking, and engaging in dynamic mental exercises.
First up, let's talk about verbal affirmations. Because of that Mercury energy, you need to literally speak your desires out loud into physical space. Take the phrase, "My words create my reality." That is an incredibly active morning mantra. Saying this out loud right when you wake up grabs that hyperactive energy of yours and directs it with actual purpose. It sets the frequency for your entire day. Let's move to and see how this builds into a much bigger practice using the mirror speech technique. Step 1, stand at a mirror. Step 2, deliver a full-on acceptance speech, openly celebrating your future self's achievements. Step 3, repeat this for 21 days straight. Because you possess this natural eloquence, harnessing that speech-making ability powerfully anchors your high-flying energy. You're not just thinking about your goals, you are literally talking them into existence.
Now, if you're someone who prefers the written word, there's scripting. This technique means drafting actual letters to the universe. You write them entirely in the present tense with a massive, genuine attitude of gratitude, exactly as if your goals are already fully accomplished. The real trick here is to grab a dedicated notebook and just pour in incredibly rich detail. Since Mercury rules the written word too, the physical act of writing out these detailed realities is going to be incredibly magnetic for your mind.
So, what happens when you actually do want to visualize? You have to use dual perspective visualization. If you just try to hold a static image of the finish line, your active mind is going to get bored in about 2 seconds. Instead, you need to picture both the end goal and the actual exciting process of getting there. This is a total game changer because it perfectly satisfies your Gemini mind's unique craving for variety and continuous action. You get to visualize the dynamic journey, which keeps your intellect fully engaged the whole time.
Moving on to Section 3, Roadblocks and Solutions, and how to ground all that energy.
And this brilliantly illustrates how we navigate the common roadblocks of a superactive mind. First up is mind wandering. Mental overload can easily dilute your focus before your intentions even have a chance to settle. The solution here? Dedicate a highly specific but short daily time window solely to this work. Next is scattered energy. To ground this, you just need to practice brief mindfulness, like simple breath work or even walking barefoot on grass right before your ritual. Finally, constant change. We know your urge for variety might tempt you to alter your goals mid-manifestation, but the key here is to fiercely commit to your core intention and hold steady until it actually materializes.
Let's wrap things up with Section 4, the ultimate timing secret, giving you an astrological advantage. So, the crucial point is this. Wednesday is the absolute ultimate day for your manifestation rituals. Why Wednesday? Because Wednesday is directly ruled by Mercury. Your ruling planet is literally in charge of the day. This alignment naturally amplifies your mental agility and the exact clarity you need to shape your future. So, if you're going to write a detailed letter to the universe or kick off a new 21-day mirror speech, Wednesday is for sure your most powerful launching pad.
Which brings us to a final, very important question for you. What is the first intention you are going to speak into existence this Wednesday? You've got a complete, structured toolkit now, from active morning mantras and collaborative brainstorming, right through to dual perspective visualization. It's all specifically designed for the unique, rapid-fire power of your Gemini mind. Don't let your intentions just sit silently in the dark anymore. Speak them out loud, write them down, and bring them into your reality. Grab your notebook, find a mirror, and let's get to work.